Okay.
Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to learn a new game that you can play at home, but you need some materials. And so before you play, you're going to need two different colored pencils or markers. They tell you red and blue. Any two will work. And then you're going to have to do some work because we don't have our regular dice from school. So you could take two regular dice and just renumber them, which is what I did here. I put stickers on them. And one of the dice is going to be from 0 to 5, and the other one is going to be from 4 to 9. So if you want to make that, you can do that. If you don't have dice that you can use, what I did here was I took two different colored papers and I put numbers. So again, in one of them I have from 0 to 5, and in the other one I have from 4 to 9. So either way you want to do it would work for this game. I'll show you both as we learn how to play. Okay, the object of this game is, it's called Round and Add Tenths, and this is the record sheet, or a version of the record sheet you're going to use. You'll notice that it's a number line. The number line has the whole numbers and the tenths marked off. Red player goes first, so if you decide who is going to be the red player, that's going to be the person who goes first. And I don't have my markers with me. Hold on. It's like a commercial break. Okay, since I don't have my markers with me, I will just use the pencils. All right, so I'm gonna go first.
Right. They're right over there.
And I'll just roll this on the ground. And we'll look at the dice, and there's a 5 and a 4. The object at the end of the game is to have the most points. So I can make this 5 and 4 tenths, or I can make it 4 and 5 tenths. Since I want the most points, I'm going to choose to make this 5 and 4 tenths, and then I'm going to round it to the nearest whole number. 5 and 4 tenths rounds to 5. So I'm going to find the whole number 5. I'm going to write in my number of 5 and 4 tenths. And then I'm going to figure out where 5 and 4 tenths is on the number line. And I can see that it's right before 5 and 5 tenths. Now my turn is over. Now if you're using the papers, you would just choose one from each bowl. Open it up. I have a 2 and a 4. So again, we want the largest number we can get. 4 and 2 tenths. That rounds to 4, and since 4 is open, that's the one I'm going to use. Fold these back up and throw it in. And then with our blue pencil, we're going to write 4 and 2 tenths. Then we're going to find 4 and 2 tenths on the number line and mark it off. And the play continues. I'm going to roll the dice this time. And I got 4 and a 0. So I want the most points. So I wanted 4 and 0 tenths, except for the box under 4 is already taken. If it's already taken, I would lose my turn if I didn't make this 0 and 4 tenths. So 0 and 4 tenths rounds to 0 because the 4 tenths is less than 5 tenths. So in the 0 box, I'm going to write 0, whoops, that would be red. 0 and 4 tenths. then I would find that on the number line. And the play continues until we have used up all of the boxes. You'll notice that it starts getting much harder to fill the boxes as more of them get filled in themselves. After all the boxes have been filled in, you want to look at everybody's answer and judge to see if you can figure out who's the winner. So first you just want to make a judgment. You want to look at who has the higher numbers and how many numbers they have, because if you lose a lot of turns, you might not have a lot of numbers to add up. And then finally you want to take that and you want to add all your red numbers together. So for instance, I would add 0 and 4/10 and 5 and 4/10. And just for those two numbers, I would have 5 and 8/10. But I would be adding up all my total and putting it in the sheet right here. The blue team player would do the same thing and put their total there. The winner is the person that has the highest score. So we're just gonna take a minute and play this for real on the sheet so that you can still see how the patterns go, and then play it with somebody at your house. But remember, you need either dice or papers cut up, and they will be on the directions that I will send along with you.